Good morning, Beach Bums. It's Sunday, April 16th. It is Ensenada Day, and I am starting from the room. Usually I'll start outside, but I just remembered something that I haven't mentioned in past videos. At least on the 3-day, on Ensenada Day, they usually will do a safety drill, Carnival. Sorry, I know I try to keep these kind of neutral, so because I know other people from other cruise lines watch it, but if you're cruising here on the Carnival Radiance, again, this is Carnival Radiance, 3 days specific. They may do it on the Miracle, they may do it on some other ships, etc. Or on the 4-day, they may do it on a different day. But on the 3-day Carnival Radiance, they'll do a safety drill. So just be aware that they'll start around like 9-ish in the morning. The announcement will come in your cabin. Typically announcements are outside the cabin. Important announcements are inside the cabin, so you'll hear it inside the cabin. And the reason why I mention it is because this time what was interesting is part of the drill was that they're going to go into staterooms inside the cabins, and they're telling you in the message, make sure you have your snooze and sign out, that kind of thing. So if you're like one of these people that is crashed out, I'm kind of a light sleeper, so it woke me up. But let's just say you're a heavy sleeper and you didn't know that, you're a first timer or whatever, just be aware, leave that snooze and sign out. Try to remember, maybe do it before you have maybe a few too many beverages, because if not, they'll be coming into your cabin and, well, you know. So anyway, just a friendly reminder. But in general, other than that, because they'll do different types of drills, just be aware that they will start those drills, so don't freak out if you hear them saying abandoned ship and things like that. They'll always usually say this is a drill. So anyway, just wanted to say that again, just for people that are not aware, haven't been on the ship before, or are first-time cruisers. The other thing I wanted to point out, again, you'll notice I have my hat on the video in March. For those of you that follow along, I didn't wear a hat. I don't know why. Silly me. And even though it was like not super hot, I mean, it was a nice day out. The sun was out. But anyway, I got sunburned on my top of my head, on my forehead. So just, you know, either put sunscreen on. So those are two things. Bring sunscreen. I always forget to bring sunscreen, so I need to put that on my list, on a little checklist. So bring sunscreen and or something to cover your noggin. All right. I'm headed out. It is 10:33. I'm gonna head out and just see what the day brings. I didn't have any plans. I kind of stopped making reservations for massages because I just wanted to just kind of go with the flow. And last time I knew that I had a long day ahead of me, so I didn't. So if I get a massage in, maybe not. We'll see what the availability is like. I'm sure I'll grab a taco, and yeah, so stay tuned. Talk to y'all soon. Okay, I am outside of the port, or at least the port terminal area, I should say. The topless bus. I believe this is what they use right here. For those that are kind of curious, I'm almost positive it's topless. I believe this is it. But a couple things I just want to point out. So we ported on this side. I think I mentioned this in every video. Typically we port over here. Looks like Brilliance of the Seas Royal ship is already here, or may have already been here. I don't know how they figure that out. The reason why I bring this up is that somebody was asking about like, oh, where should I, and so you'll see the Radiance here. So somebody was asking, well, where should I get a balcony cabin so I can see the water when we're in Ensenada? And the answer is you don't know, because one, you don't know where it's gonna port, and a lot of times, or where it's gonna port, whatever you want to call it. Anyway, and then when it's there's times where it'll back in or come in this way, so you don't really know. So I wouldn't book the balcony just based off of what somebody said. Oh yeah, well on my cruise it was this, because I've been doing this since January of last year, and as you can see, we either the ship will be here or on that side. Sometimes it's facing this direction, sometimes it's facing that direction. You just don't know. So I just wanted to address that. As you can see, the $4 shuttles are here picking people up. I'm going to kind of go around the crowd. So I don't know, you know, sometimes if people are just kind of don't want to be on camera or whatever, and they look at you funny and whatever, it's okay. I get it. So I don't want anybody to think that they're part of the show when they're not. Alrighty, so yeah, see, these are $4 shows. There's more over there. When you come back, if you're at this dock, when you come back, you'll come back to the ship here, clearly marked, right? Clearly marked, back to the ship, some security notices, that type of thing. So that's when you come back. Look for that. If you're coming in on this side,
And then of course on the other side, I pointed out in past videos where the restrooms are over there. Here's the restrooms that if you're again docked on this side. That was the back to the ship area. Just to the right of it, if you're facing it, there's some restrooms right over there. And all right, I just want to point out, that's the thing with the weather, it's been really crazy. It said it was going to be really nice here. I know it's still early-ish, I guess. But it's overcast, a little windy, a little cool. And so you just never know. So just be prepared. Have something. I didn't, this time I didn't even bother bringing my hoodie, and only brought one pair of, like, you know, longer pants. I brought shorts. Last time I was warm. This time I'm cold. So if you want to know what the weather's gonna be, just ask me what I packed, and then you'll know. Anyway, I always say that as a joke. It's because I'm telling you, no matter how I pack, the weather's always the opposite based off of what I see. That's another thing. People are always asking for people to tell them what the weather's gonna be like in Long Beach or Ensenada or Catalina. Nobody knows. That's completely unpredictable. So, you know, my common answer is be prepared for both. Check the weather report, and I did, right? I checked the weather report, and it's not what I was seeing on the weather report. So be prepared for both, right? For cooler weather, for warmer weather. That's my best piece of advice. So if you're ever gonna ask me for weather, that's exactly what I'm gonna tell you. All right, we're walking and we're talking. Talk to you later. All right, I'm gonna try to be quick because I don't want to get hit with a copyright because the music in the background. I'm gonna try to talk over it as loud as I can. There's the train I've mentioned in the past before. They actually have it out today, so that's a good thing. So those of you that pass, I'll take a picture of it as well, throw it up on my Facebook group. And then today they had a bunch of different vendors popped up with pop-up tents in here as well. So that's something new. And Carnival rides are still here, but the main thing I wanted to point out was the train. But I'm gonna call it or cut it quick, just again because of the background music and stuff like that. YouTube will hit me with a copyright. Anyway, I'll take a photo of this, throw it up on my Facebook. Talk to y'all soon. All right, I haven't really found anything to film, so this is probably gonna be a very short video. I did want to point out that that churro stand that I had mentioned a few videos back, that was over by Hotel Bahia, it's back here. I know I had heard that they were cracking down on people that were out here doing, you know, doing street food and that kind of things without permits. That would be my guess. I'm not gonna ask, but my guess is that's why he was probably gone. He needed to get his permits straight and all that. But he's back. That's a good thing. I'm going to go to a coffee place that was recommended to me by a few different locals. So I'm gonna go check that out. It's called Ensenada. So I know some people were asked, like, they have a Starbucks here, but if, you know, again, when I go places personally, I like to try things that the locals try or try something different. I know some people go to that La Churreria. Their coffee has something in it. I want to say nutmeg or something. I don't know, something different. So it's not to everybody's liking, or at least the one I got. So I'm gonna go try this place out and I'll let you know. Okay, so I'm trying to find this, excuse me, this coffee place. But what I wanted to point out is that usually I'm always going that way, right, into downtown. There's this whole other area that I haven't really explored a ton, at least not on video. I came out here a long time ago when I first came out to Ensenada, and we're just kind of exploring and trying to get to know, you know, the lay of the land. But using, you know, like normally I would make a right towards Hotel Bahia and go that way, as I mentioned. When you're coming from the port, instead of making the right from the flag area and all that, as I mentioned in other videos, you'll make a left. Sorry, instead of making a left to go into downtown, you make a right. And then there's all this cool area. This area is actually blocked off, but they have this restaurant, the La Firenze restaurant. So of course the famous street cart is right over there, but they also have a restaurant area right over here. They've got this cool little Italian place with some, you know, outside dining, which is really neat. Some other excuse me, some other places, there's a looks like some kind of buffet. So I'm trying to find this Ensenada coffee shop, so stay with me. But anyway, just want to show you. So this is all, and you can walk down this way. I'm walking literally in the middle of the street. Really cool area. So all right, stay tuned. This is pretty cool. It's a nice look at this area here. So they got this like outside sitting area, this Taza Bistro. I don't know much about this area, so I can't tell you like, oh, these places are great or anything like that. Some cool music playing. I just like the vibe. I feel like it's got that like Spain, Europe type of vibe. People sitting outside, excuse the music, but anyway, just wanted to show you. Really cool, something to, you know, something different for you to see. So as you can see, I'm kind of walking back again, but so I was on another block where I showed you that one. There's this place called El Patio, whatever. Yeah, really cool. Like again, if you like enjoy that outside, they call it al fresco dining or whatever. Very cool, very neat. It's very different than the other side. Less touristy, I can say. Definitely a lot more locals and stuff here, which, you know, to me, I'm always trying to see what are the locals doing, right? What are they up to? What are they doing? So I'm still trying to find this coffee shop, guys. I'll find it. I'll try to find it. I'm gonna ask around. So all right, stay with me. Well, I am not able to find Ensenada coffee shop. I'm gonna have to ask for next time I come out. It's supposed to be over here near the Hotel Bahia and right across, but what I did find was that Lydia's now has some signage up, which is a good thing. So from my last video from last month, from the March video, so they finally got some signage up. So now it's gonna be easier to identify that. And I also noticed that a lot of the tour companies or, you know, that kind of thing are using this as a drop-off spot for tours. So it's really busy. I'm not gonna go inside because it's really, really loud, but you can see in my March video when I was there if you want to see what the inside looks like. But anyway, last time I mentioned that it was very hard to find because there was no signage, but now there is, so that's a good thing. I think I'm gonna go get me a churro. I guess I'll have to find somewhere else. There was a coffee shop called something over there, but it wasn't the one I was mentioned. I could have got coffee from there, but I really want a churro more than anything, so I will go get a churro and maybe go hang out in the Flag Port area and just kind of people watch for a little bit. Stay tuned. I'll tell you what, I don't know if you can hear me, but the Malecon is definitely on fire today. We got the people partying, getting ready. I don't know if they're going fishing, where they're going. And then, I don't know about the food in this place, but they definitely passed the vibe check. They are having a good time at this place. I love walking down the boardwalk, especially in the later afternoon. It is like 1:21 right now. You're seeing, it's like a festive party atmosphere. That's one thing I do love about Mexico. Very much like my culture. I'm from the Middle East originally. Our culture is always like about partying, having a good time, dancing, and that's why I feel like maybe like a connection to the people of Mexico. It's absolutely awesome. I just love it's here. Let me just turn this around. Let me just show you. I mean, it is just packed, and as you can see, many locals, mostly locals here. It's just so much fun. So again, if you're not wanting to go downtown, don't want to deal with the, you know, I know some people don't like the vendors asking, you know, do you want to buy this, do you want to buy that, then just come hang out on the boardwalk and just make it a, you know, a fun little walk down the boardwalk. If you want to get something to eat, get something to eat. They've got food, drinks, churros, whatever you want. So, you know, again, you don't have to go into downtown. All the people go, oh, I stay on the ship, I don't want to deal with the hassle of the vendors and stuff. I get it, it's not everybody's cup of tea, but at least come here and enjoy the culture, right? I think it's really important for all of us to embrace each other's cultures and get to know each other. And I don't know, that's just, you know, my words of wisdom for whatever it's worth. I know that's not what you watch me for. So anyway, there's another churro place that I've been wanting to try here for a while. I'm gonna try to find it and get you some feedback. So we'll talk soon. Word of warning, if you're not into clowns, I know some people have a fear of clowns. Yeah, avoid this dude right here. Oh my goodness. He used to hang out over on the other side of the flag when you leave the flagpole area, going the other way. It looks like he relocated over here. So anyway, I know some people have a fear of clowns, and that dude is, yeah, definitely scary. All right, still looking for that churro stand. Okay, I found the stand that there. Oh, hang on, let me show you here real quick. This is that train. I mentioned it in the beginning. Now you can see it in action. The train. Say hi, YouTube. Say hello, YouTube. So yeah, so that's the train ride. Now you get to see it in action. So anyway, back to the churro thing. I found the cart that somebody had told me about. It was like one very small churro, honestly, compared to other ones that I got here, for $1.75. But and normally that it's not terrible, but it wasn't. I don't know. You can get those other ones that I got last time, which I'm headed towards right now. It was $3 for a big old bag of them, and I couldn't even finish them all. There's so many of them in that little bag. So yeah, I mean, I ended up taking it back and eating it in the room later. Not as good as when they were fresh, obviously, but yeah, I don't know, $1.75 for like, it was literally like a half a churro, honestly. Like, it wasn't even like the larger one that you can get at La Churreria. I think probably for the same price. So yeah, it was a pass for me. You know, I don't, you know, when you're down here, you want to try to get the best deal for your money. And it can't, I know I've kind of been critical about certain churros and stuff, but it can't be that great, right? Anyway, all right, I'm gonna go try to find the other place. I finally get to catch the fountains in action. Hopefully you can hear me, the music playing in the background. Luckily it's not music that will copyright me, so that's not a big deal, but let me just kind of give you a little gander. Very cool. I'm glad that they were, I always want to catch them in full action. Sometimes only a few of them will be on, but this is the first time I've been able to catch them all going. I'll let the music in the background be the background music. I won't add music to this. Man, kids, I tell you, they have no, they're built different. It's not super cold now, it's a little warmer than it was, but still, you can see a lot of people are still bundled up, and here's these kids just playing in the water. Gotta love it, man. Youth. All right, you're probably gonna end up fast forwarding through all that. No, it's cool because I know people ask about it, and I mentioned it in my little Ensenada Port Day guide that I built. I have a picture of it, but to be able to see it live like that is pretty cool. So it gives you an idea. All right, I'll be back. All right, I'm gonna just have it in the background, so I'm not like pointing my camera at the young kids and stuff, but just so you get a general idea of the little ride-on toys that I've mentioned before, right back there. Hopefully you can see them. If not, this will get edited out. All right, off to still searching for the churro. Okay, I came back to the one that's over by the Carnival, by the rides. This is the one I grabbed. Here's, I guess I was just trying to say earlier. So this, and it looks small, but watch, I'll show you once I get it. They pack it. Then you got the $4 one. Excuse me, the $6 one. But watch when they pack that one in. So I don't know, like I said, for a few bucks more, and I can have some for later as well. Here he is making his brush. Okay, so just wanted to show you the difference. I want to step away from the music, so hopefully you can hear me. Excuse me. So look, there's what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 churros in there. They're still kind of hot. I'm letting it cool down. I mean, like that one that's kind of right there in the middle is about the size of the one that she was trying to sell me for $1.75, just to give you some perspective. And I mention it not just for, like, you know, being frugal or whatever, but just trying to get the best deal for your money or best bargain for your money. So just be aware, like, you know, check around, see, you know, and I'm always trying to do that for you as much as I can. I'm not going to tell you that I'm always going to find the best deals, but I try, right? And I try a bunch of different places to get an idea. Hopefully you can hear me, because that music over there is loud. There's some music behind me. But anyway, just want to give you the comparison. So $3 for all that versus the $1.75 for the one. I should have put it on video, but anyway, it is what it is. All right, I'm going to go enjoy these churros, or at least one or two of them. I think I was right about that's the topless bus tour I was mentioning earlier. I think you can see it driving off. Whoa, over there. But yeah, looks like it's coming back now. I don't know how often I don't know if they do multiple tours or whatever, but I'm headed back. This is a little checkpoint where you have to make sure you have your cruise ship card. So if you're here on any of the cruise lines, that's how they verify that you are that you're on the cruise ships. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab mine. Hey, I just forgot. There's a couple things I wanted to mention. One is that there was a letter that came out talking about the tiger cubs, that attraction that's down here in Ensenada that is very popular. You know, pet in the house. I don't know if something happened, somebody got bit or whatever, but anyway, Carnival just put out this letter just asking people to not partake in that attraction. So obviously they can't stop you from doing things, you know, third party, that kind of stuff. But I just wanted to mention that they did put a letter out. That was the first time I noticed this. They didn't have it in March 24th when I was here. So just keep that in mind, that Carnival is trying to request that you don't do that. I was mentioning earlier that I wanted to just tell a quick story. And again, it was really cool. And again, this is just what continues to motivate me and appreciate the people that watch the videos and how you know, you don't know me, like most of you don't know me, right? And the fact that that you take what I say and appreciate what I say and follow up and do some of the things that I mentioned, like the massage place. I was sitting with Dean and chit-chatting, and a couple came up, and the person was asking about a massage, and he said, yeah, I'm here because of him. And that's the thing, like to me, I don't know who you guys are, right, that are watching my videos. There's people that I meet on the ship and stuff, and I love that. So I didn't know it was one of my viewers. It was really cool. So I got to interact with them a little bit, and they were thanking me. So, and what was cool is that there was some legitimacy, right, added to that they see that I'm there, like, interacting. It's not just like like some people that get paid to say what they say on their YouTube videos. I'm only going to share with you what I feel comfortable sharing with you, and building these true, like, friendships with these people, and people that I would recommend to my real life friends, if you will, or my family, and that kind of thing. So that's how I treat my viewers. I treat you like my family and my real life friends, if you will, so that I'm not going to steer you in the right direction or whatever, just for a buck, or for a free tour, or a free massage, or free whatever, right? It's not going to happen. That's not why I do this. So anyway, that was really cool. It was really nice to interact with those people. So and meeting people from some of the royal ship that was there. And that was the other cool thing. And I'll just wrap up with this. Again, running into people that are not Carnival cruisers, and that's all I do, right? But I try to keep things very Ensenada centric when I make these videos. So it was really nice to run into the Royal Caribbean viewers. So if you're watching this video, hello, and it was nice meeting you. Anyway, I'm going to wrap it up here. Thanks again, everybody, and we'll talk to you all on the next one. Goodbye.